Bikes are crazy fun. They always have been.
Yep.
But you know, there's a new sort of twist happening with bikes, and we're seeing in urban centers right across the continent. People are taking their bikes to the next level. We've got urban bikes, and that's what we're focusing on at the top of the segment, because you think summer, you think bikes, you think fun, but then also think chic.
Oh,
look at these bikes.
Always think chic. You do not have to get rid of chic ever. Yeah, like bikes are such an important part of everyone's lives, particularly people who live in the country. I grew up in the country, and that was our only mode of transportation as a kid. And it's like that in the city now, because people are choosing bikes over cars or other different types of vehicles because it just makes sense environmentally, economically, spatially, the whole nine. So I thought I wanted to bring in a bunch and show how they work into the urban life, but all of these bikes can work into really no matter where you live.
The colors are gorgeous. Okay. Take a look at the bike you have right here.
I had to start. Okay, for starters, a really beautiful white helmet, which I like because they all look like stones on top of your head.
Yes.
And so I really like this one because white works.
Should we mention why we're not wearing ours?
Yes.
So we're inside. Kids, wear the helmets when you're on a bike.
Yeah.
Always, always, always.
Absolutely.
Our floor is made of foam, so we're okay. Plus, my hairstylist just did my hair. You see? But please, always wear your helmets, and we're going to show you all sorts of amazing helmets.
Yeah, there's good ones to come. But I really love this bike because it's girly. There's no secret. I'm a girly girl, and I'm not giving that up. So this one, I love it in the pistachio color. Very, very on trend. So you can really take in trends. But it's also a classic color, so if you're doing an investment into a good bike, don't be shy about color. Have fun with it. You know, like it's something that you want to feel happy riding. Right. This one I love. Both of these two bikes here come from Curbside Cycle, which, I mean, they're absolutely amazing. This one I love because it's got this bag on the back, and you know, if anybody knows me, I like my bags.
Well, this bag is so pretty though. It matches the bell.
It's so pretty, and there's a matching bell that matches it, so you can trick your bikes out. So it really speaks to you and who you are, your personality. But they're functioning. It's got a little cup holder for my Starbucks when I'm going to do that run. So you know, you're really set out. This bike here is also really fun and really girly. But I call this the yummy mummy bike. Right. This bike has got, you know, you're that girl who wants the fashion and you want to get around, but you've got to tow your little one in the back. Right. So this seat on the back, it's really great because it has the foot rests in it, if you can see. Oh, smart. So yeah, so the kids' feet aren't dangling, and there's a a safety thing with that. It's not potentially going to get into the spokes or something. Their feet are nice and safe. You've got it balanced, and then you've got a good solid and a good size basket on the front because you've got your purse that might go in there, or you've got whatever you want, and of course your bell. You've got to have a bell on every bike, so you want to deal with the bell. And then we have the other bike that's over in the green, and we have that bike, and it's so great because in the back, it's got a big fender in the back wheel. Yes. And that's so your skirt doesn't flow backwards. If you're on the way to the farmer's market, you know, and you're looking all beautiful, your skirt won't catch into the back spokes of the wheel. So when you see the women in the stilettos and the little dresses riding down, you know, that urban center to work, they've got you hooked up. Yeah, so this is really great for the kids, so we thought, you know what, let's bring out the kids. Yeah, boys. Boys, come on out. Are they around? As your family grows, you know, you're coming from this bike, your yummy mummy bike, you might need something like this. And these are all very European style bikes. You're going to find this over there. This guy, it's the three-wheel bike, as you can see, but it actually seats 4 children. Or one Frankie. Yeah.
There's another
4 kids.
Wow.
Yeah. 4 kids, and they have little seatbelts in it. There's a seat on either side. Oh, what a model you are. I love it. That's cute. So you can really fit them in. Oh, it's got 2 little benches. Yeah. Okay, so is that hard to maneuver?
No.
That's easy.
Really quite light. Yeah, Frankie only weighs
Hopefully
$110.
Hopefully your kids weigh less than Frankie.
Yeah. Actually, it holds up to 200 pounds, so really your kids can get into a mature age. And if you only have, 1 kid, or if you have a big dog, or you have something like that, really, because the dogs are kids too.
Mother-in-law.
Good boy, good boy. Did you say mother-in-law? But you can put your groceries with it. You know, you're running your errands, urban life, right? So this is in replace of cars. So we're putting groceries in there. We're putting all those kind of runs, storage, whether it be human or otherwise.
And I like the fact that it's wood.
Yeah, really, really nice styling to it. So that was for a 4-person.
Bye, kids.
That's for a 4-person. The bike over there, red and gray one over here, that's a 2-wheel cargo bike as well, and that holds 2 people. Yeah. So if you don't need the full size, but then if you see on the back of that bike, I also have a seat. So you can put a third child on the back of that. So really, you can configure these bikes, or they can grow with you and your family with whatever your needs are.
It used to be that it would always be the bike with the carriage attached to the back, and that used to make me nervous.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're on a city street and you see, and they're low down, and the kids are in the back, and you're not sure what's happening with the traffic. So this is really nice. They're in the front.
Yeah.
If they're low to the ground, and you've got an eye on everything that's going on.
It's true. You've really got control, a lot more control. You're right, especially in an urban environment.
So what's
then
this you have
urban
here?
people often live in small spaces, not just urban. A lot of people are downsizing spaces.
Yeah.
So we want things that fit small. This is actually a bike helmet. It's a collapsible bike helmet, and pops. So
that's so cool.
It's funny how everything can just collapse and make smaller as you need it, because you know that's what we're looking for. And when it comes to spaces, that's the same thing. That one collapses just sideways.
So this one goes in and out,
so
which is great.
So it's space saver. Yeah.
Still perfectly safe for you. You make sure it's got the credentials you need, and you have to go and get the heads measured for your kids. Make sure they're with you when you get their helmets.
Yeah. So you know, everything fits into all the different kinds of lives. There's fold-up bikes. There's for compact spaces to take on subways, electric bikes. You're good.
So speaking of fold-up helmets, we've got fold-up bikes.
Yeah.
These bikes, literally, Frank is carrying one.
I love this.
Like a purse.
Yeah.
And Randy's riding one. It's the same bike. One's collapsible. Very nice.
Oh my God, he missed his calling. Forgive me for being a model. Okay.
Nice.
So let's talk a little bit about this bike.
While Frankie does the business there, this is for the commuter in the city or the small space person. Not necessarily even for urban. If you have a large family and you want to go on bike rides, you can tuck a handful of these into your trunk.
Right.
You know, if everybody has one. So we're talking urban here, but that's, this is the way of the future. I would guess for bikes. That's just my personal opinion, because everything we want, compact and small.
Just on the weekend, I tried to put the kids to little bikes in the trunk, and they were barely fitting.
Right.
So you can imagine if you've got a family of 4 or even 2 like mid-sized bikes, you need some help if you don't have a roof.
I have to remember how to do this again. There we go.
So
That was it. Yeah, that's the one there.
There you go.
And,
no, that was what I just put together.
It comes with instructions.
Oh, it does, and you really get the knack of it.
But it does take a little bit of time. They did show it to me that, what we're going to do
help?
is we're just going to, if you want to help, it's just, we got to hold the seat.
Shoana can help, or you can leave it, because we've seen it uncollapse. What's cool about this is you're in a situation where you've got that portability,
it's
even
always,
if you're
it's always
going
on TV.
off to the cottage.
It's always on TV that doesn't work.
Right?
Yes and yes. Yeah, it's true. When you're off to the cottage, and this is good because when they're little, you can maybe drive to the subway.
Yeah.
You ride your bike, you fold it up, you carry it onto the subway so you don't take, or the buses or the streetcars or whatever it is wherever you live.
Yeah.
And you.
Why don't you pick your purse up and take it with you?
Yeah. Oh, there, you just did it. Yeah. You just had to lift it up. Wait. Kick it out.
Mom always has good
There
ideas.
you go. And tighten out.
Very nice.
I couldn't see what you were doing wrong and looked at me.
Randy, come on out.
Yeah.
Randy, come on out. Let's see what we have next
Okay, we've got Randy, our next model.
So what bike
I'm out
is
of here. Nice job,
Randy?
Frankie.
Okay, this one
This
looks
is nice.
This one looks like a hefty average bike, but this is actually an electric bike.
Oh.
Yeah, I pulled this one
like
from
that.
Sporting Life, and they're really catching on a lot too, because they have dual capability, let's say. So you can pedal as much as you want and work out and get exercise as much as you want. But if you're a commuter, if you're a commuter that is wearing a suit or you're wearing your business clothes and you don't want to get sweaty on your way to work, and so neither do your colleagues want you to get that way, you can then turn on the electric part and it assists you. So you can adjust how much power or not. So it's good for urban, for that purpose. So whenever you, but if you want to enter into biking and you don't have the physical ability yet, you haven't worked up yet, this can help you build up to that. So you can keep up with, my husband's a huge cycler. I don't have the big ability. This can let you build up to that cycle. So there's lots of reasons for it.
Then there's the tandem bike.
And then there's the tandem.
So come on out here, guys. People look at this bike.
Very graceful.
These bikes look really cute and everything. A bicycle built for 2. I rode one of those in Calgary with Jill Bellin, who's with City in Calgary, and It was hard. Okay, we rode around the Bow River. We thought it was going to be the easiest thing ever. I'm sweating. You can't see it. I am sweating during this whole bike ride. We were laughing like hyenas. We couldn't get control of it. We were going too fast or too slow, but it's a lot of fun.
It is, and you know what? I grabbed this one from Canadian Tire, so they're really accessible too.